Now moving on to more stories. The federal government, through the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, in collaboration with its partners on Wednesday, opened the first national consultation on the cybercrime legal framework, bringing together justices, representatives of NIDA, EFCC, ICPC, the police, among other frontliners in the prosecution of cybercrime. The consultation is an open debate on the existing legal framework on cybercrime in Nigeria. The report.
With phishing and scams hitting 174% in Nigeria, the fight against cybercrime is no longer a matter of enacting laws alone, but also making sure violators are made to face justice.
My name is Jamila Kagadi.
The first national consultation on the cybercrime legal framework seeks to provide a platform for inclusive dialogue to harness the collective expertise of all key players in the sector.
The challenges posed by cybercrime are ever evolving, and we must remain proactive in our approach to combating them. Our legislations must adapt to rapidly changing threat landscape, addressing emerging trends and technologies. Therefore, this consultation is not merely a formality, but a critical step towards strengthening our legal arsenal against cybercriminals.
Bearing in mind the global dimension of cybercrime, the national consultation provides an opportunity for Nigeria's international partners to share experiences on global best practices in the fight against cybercrime.
First and foremost, back in 2015, Nigeria passed, the Cybercrimes Act, which was actually a milestone for Nigeria and indeed much of the continent. That said, like any other thing, it needs to be updated, it needs to be reviewed. And if I may just encapsulate it, cybercrime law enforcement, the good guys, they operate at the speed of law. So it means that we have to continually try to not necessarily just catch up, but also think ahead.
Technology is developing extremely well. What this consultation is doing is a normal piece or normal pace of work of legislation, gathering to discuss urgent issues. And in view of what technology will develop in the future, or electronic evidence, we know that with time, with the global communication network, you will have victims, you will have evidence, and you will have offenders in different places. So these kind of consultation might address these kind of issues.
And to keep track of this crime, to be able to fight it effectively, any country, including Nigeria, will have to update its laws to be in check with the trends, to be in check with international law. So I think it's a very timely initiative of the Ministry of Justice to see what can be done to keep Nigeria in check with these standards, to improve where it can, to make sure that human rights and other safeguards are well placed, but also that the toolbox of law enforcement is indeed full.
Several studies have estimated a yearly 15% increase in global cybercrime losses over the next 5 years. But with multiplicity of laws across regional and global boundaries, it is forums such as this that ensures Nigeria is not dealing with the threats of cybercrime in isolation. Ayuba Ilya, Trust TV News, Abuja.